What's up everyone? So today's video is going to be how I achieved this look. Now, I am not a makeup artist whatsoever. I've literally learned how to do makeup off YouTube, learning from other friends who are estheticians and are more obsessed with makeup than I am. This is just a look that I've learned over the years. Now this is now with my eyes, this is pretty much like the only look I really do use because I really like using versatile looks. So this is what I like to do. Now I change my lip color all the time. So this one, of course, like springtime I wear a different color. Fall time this is the color I'm majority gonna be wearing. So definitely for sure you can wear this look really anywhere. I majority wear this to school or if I do go out ever with my friends. But let's get into it. Anyway, so the first thing that I do is, of course, is use my Too Faced Hangover RX Primer, or the Hangover, yeah, RX Primer. It's just, I absolutely love this. Like, I will use it on like any day, even if I'm just wearing it just this at home, because it's super moisturizing. So honestly, like, if you've tried it, like, you know what I'm talking about. But I highly suggest it, and a little goes such a long way. And it's also a primer. It's awesome. Okay, so now that's done, what I like to do next is to put on my foundation. Some people like to put on their eyes first or their face. I like to do my face first. It's just a longer process for me, I feel like, so that's what I like to do. So what I use is this matte and poreless, and just because, like, I like to stay on the cheaper side with foundation, just because I like to pinch a penny sometimes. So this is what I use, and I use shade 125 Nude Beige. I'm always finding that I have to change my shades with this just because my skin just fluctuates so much throughout the year. So, like all of us here, so usually what I do is I just put a little on my hand. Everyone's a little bit different what they like to do. I'm just doing what I like to do. But yeah, so make sure to get a damp beauty blender, because some people, and I'm one of them, I didn't know you had to get your beauty blender wet. For the longest time I did it dry, and I was just taking forever to apply to my face. And so when I figured that out, I started doing it. I was like, oh my god, like, how have I not known this for how long that I've been putting on makeup? So I'm just gonna put this on. And it really does make a difference when you are blending it out when it's wet, because it just makes such a difference for some reason. I don't know all the technical terms. I can't really tell you, but this is just what I know. I learned probably about how I learn makeup is probably how 95% of us learn from makeup is from watching YouTube. So, but yeah, by no means is this a tutorial. This is just like how I put on my makeup because I've been asked, you know, to do a makeup tutorial video or just a makeup video in general, so that's what I'm doing. So if you want my look, this is how you get it. But yeah, my look, I never really do too much. I don't really do anything crazy just because I like to keep my look very, like, versatile, because I feel like sometimes I can't pull off certain makeup trends and stuff, so I usually like to keep mine just a little more versatile, just something easy. And also it helps me save on, like, oh, what do I want to do today? So alright, so I also blend mine a little bit into my neck, just a little bit, nothing too much, just, you know, underneath the chin, a little behind the ear. Alright, so now that is done, and now what I like to do next is to put on my concealer. Now I use the Master Conceal by Maybelline. I've always gotten this, I've always loved it, so I've never had a problem with it. So, but the next thing I do want to try is I think it's called the Naked Concealer by Urban Decay. I really want to do that. So I usually just squeeze a little just in my hand. Trust me, by like the end of the day, I'll be in class and I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to wash my hand after putting on my concealer, or in my foundation as well, and my hand will be like 3 different colors. So I just take my beauty blender again, And I just put some underneath the eye. Go a little first, and then you go more if you feel like you need more. Put one on the chin, some on the nose, and I'll just put some right up here. So it usually, this is how you can, especially like if you want to do a contour. I just do it because I have really bad under eye bags sometimes. You know, being a student, most likely gonna happen. So you just blend that out. And they're all underneath here. And definitely with your beauty blender being wet, it really does make a difference with blending, especially your concealer. Trust me, like when I first wet in this and then put it on, it made a complete difference. So we're just gonna blend that a little more. Now, what I like to do is I like to contour, but I don't like to put such a heavy contour on just because, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I don't do it correctly, so I just usually do like a subtle contour. So usually people put translucent powder right here. I don't actually have any translucent powder, so I usually just take my regular pressed powder and I'll just put it all over my face. And I use just a regular Maybelline that fit me, that matches, and it's just the same shade, the 125 Nude Beige. And I just put that on, and I just spread it all over my face just to kind of set it. And sometimes if I want to, I'll put more here where my concealer is just to kind of like help it bake a bit, but I'm just doing something really simple. And this is definitely like an easy look to wear to school. I mean, I change my lip color all the time, so that's why I like to make this look very versatile. So just get rid of that shine. Alright, so now what I like to do is I'll start contouring. Now what I use is this, it's the Too Faced Chocolate Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I actually got this one as a gift from one of my friends, Sydney, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And you know, it smells so good. It smells like candy, and it's just literally like, it just smells so good. Like there's nothing you could really complain about. So now I don't really have any like brushes like from MAC or anything. I just have like regular like brushes I've gotten at Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Ross, you name it. So I have this one. This one's actually your blush brush, but I use this sometimes just to help with the contouring. Sometimes I know I'm not going to have the right brushes, but this is what I do. So, you know, if you don't like it, you can go watch another video and I'll just continue. So I just lightly do it because I have a problem where I'll put so much on and then I'll do it. I'm like, ooh, too much. And so I'll just do a little and then go up. But the important thing is that I've learned over time is that you need to go from the up over your ear to almost your nose here, because if you go too low, it's going to make your face look a little weird. So this is just what works for me. You just put it right on your cheekbone. And I just add more if I need it. I usually like to keep it a little subtle. Some people can pull off like really good like deep contouring. I unfortunately can't. So, and hey, that's perfectly fine with me. And you know, sometimes you can make the fishy face. What I also do is I like to go underneath the chin, you know, really like try and get rid of that double chin, even though I'm always gonna have it. But you just, you go a little here. Nothing too much. Literally just a little bit, because a little can go a long way. And a little more, you never know. But yeah, please ignore this little friend of mine. And what I also do is I put mine on the forehead as well to really bring in, I don't even know what the terms are called, honestly. I wish I knew. I'm not a makeup artist, so I don't know. So this is what you do. I just do it like this. And of like all of the places I've looked on YouTube for to help me learn how to contour, people are like just, and the one that I remember the most was the one that said, okay, just remember it's easy as 1, 2, 3. So literally you bronze here, contour, and here. Easy is 1, 2, 3. Easiest way I remember. So you put right here, and sometimes I just like to maybe go a little more, you never know. You're feeling brave, you put a little more on. Just make sure you kind of blend it in a bit, but you see, I just do like a very subtle contouring. Sometimes if I feel that I have a little too much, just go brush some off. Alright, now another thing is highlighting. Now, I have 2 highlighting options. One of them is actually by Colourpop. I recently just bought this one, and it's called Might Be. And what their highlighter is, it's not liquid, but it's not completely powder. It's kind of like a mix of both. It's a nice cream, and I really like it, and it's really easy to spread. It just sometimes I just run into a problem where I feel like I like to put it on with a brush and not my fingers, even though your fingers are your best tool. We'll put it on a little today, and I'll show you the consistency of it. You see, very, very pretty. It's a nice rose gold color, so this will really help. So what I do is I just lightly go with my finger first, and you just put a little bit above the height of the bronzer, or your contour, whatever you want to call it. It's your friend, everyone who doesn't like contouring. I just put a little. I don't usually do it a whole lot. And then I'll do right here, Cupid's bow, a little on my chin, and then I'll just do a little on my nose, but I'll blend it in a bit. And if you feel like you need to blend it in more, I use this brush. It's one of the Real Technique brushes. I think it's one of the finishing brushes, that's what it was called. But I'll just wipe over it. And also, if you feel like you put too much, you can always take your handy dandy like all over face brush. It's a Real Technique brush too, and I'll just go right over. Make it a little bit more subtle. I don't really like in your face makeup, so that's just how I am. So anyway, but just make sure if you do decide to buy Colourpop, make sure that you do put your lid on it and put the lid on really tight, because since it is not a powder, it is a cream, it will dry out, so make sure to do that. So next we're gonna move on is the eyebrows. So right now my eyebrows are a little wonky just because I'm in the middle of making them look like sisters. So they're not twins right now, and nor are they anything close. They're more like cousins, honestly. So I just lightly do my eyebrows, just because since I am in the process of it. I'll darken it and I'll shape it and I'll pluck as much as I can, but I'm really bad about getting my eyebrows done. So, but yeah, what I like to do is honestly, I got this in a gift from I think my parents for Christmas. It's an eyebrow kit. It has no brand. It's just literally 2 shades of colors for our eyebrows, and this is what I use. Nor am I any of these shades, but I just kind of mix them. Mostly I use this one a lot, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna help shape these girls. You know, like I said, nothing dramatic. Sometimes I'll find myself being like, oh god, what happened to my eyebrows? And I have to like go and like kind of rub it a little bit because I went a little too crazy. But brows are always looking on flake though. So we work it. As Rihanna said, work, 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 work. And we just do it. We just work it. We make it work. We do what we can, because I'm very, very broke college girl, so you know, I do what I can with what I have. So, and I'm sure a lot of people who watch my videos are at school too, so hey y'all, I feel y'all struggle. Because look, as much as I love Anastasia and the Benefit Brow Bar and all that, I love it, my bank account does not love it. So, but you do, like I said, we do what we can. See? You see how they're not even sisters, they're cousins. This one is a little, this one's a little, so, oh well, we do what we can. And if you're not happy, you just keep working over it. Sometimes I'll just get a little makeup remover and go like this, and you do what you can to make them look at least similar. At least they look related in a way. So, but, speaking of that, I need to get my lashes tinted, but let's see, when was the next time I'm probably gonna get my lashes tinted? Probably forever from now. So, like I said, we do what we can. So, what we also do next is, so I'm done with this. My eyebrows, this is literally all I do with my eyebrows. Obviously, I could do more, but I don't want to. So, what I do next is I put on some primer. Now, I use the Urban Decay eye primer. Absolutely in love with it. Again, Sydney, if you're watching, I loved every single gift you've ever gotten me, and that was one of the gifts she got me, by the way. And she's also gotten me the Urban Decay setting spray, which I've fallen in love with. Literally, she's amazing. So anyway, so I use this primer and I just put some on my eyes. Sometimes I accidentally just put a little too much. That's all right. We make it work. We make it work. We make it work. Good. Okay. You know, I'll find myself like while I'm in the middle of doing my eyes, I'm like, I could do more contour. So, you know, you do you. You do you. You put on more contour. You want more contour? You put on more contour. So that's what I am doing. I am putting on more contour. There we go. All right. Now, the eyeshadow that I use is actually by Maybelline. As you can tell, I absolutely love Maybelline. Always have, always will. Now, I can't exactly tell you what this shade is, even though I've been using it forever. This is literally how much I usually have each time when I use it, just because I'm always running out of it. It's a nice gold. It's in between like a gold and a rose gold color. It's super pretty, and it's something subtle. We're just gonna really load this up. Honestly, like, I probably could find this color by Urban Decay or by really anyone, but okay. So we're just gonna put it right on the lid. Just really rub it over and put it up the lid. All right, now we do the other side. I literally just put it all over my lid just because I always end up finding out I need to go back and put it all over again anyway, so this is what we do. It's nice just because this color, obviously, since it's like a metallic color and it's very shimmery, you can use like really any corner eye color you want, so that's another reason why I like buying this. Okay, so now since that is done, I just like put it on, I do whatever I want. Now, I next do start making like a cat eye in a way, or like a, whatever they call it, what is it? I don't know. Make it darker in the corner, you know, add some depth, you know. So the color I like to use is, you know, like I said, this one does not have a name. I literally got this as a Christmas gift from a Secret Santa. It's just this big, it's called Love and Beauty. But yeah, it has like all these neutral colors in it, and you know, a lot of grays and all that. I mostly just use like this line because it's a lot of the neutral colors. So I'm actually going to use like this orangey brown color. Now that's the one that's mainly going to go up here more by the eyebrow. So we'll see. See. And don't worry, don't even worry about it. We're gonna blend it out. Don't worry. We blend. I'm gonna put it on this side too. And put it up there. See? We're gonna make it look a little awkward right now. So don't worry about being awkward, you know. We've all had that awkward stage. Who cares? Some of us may stay in it for longer than others, but whatever. It's okay, I'm a little awkward. It's alright. Who freaking cares? Haters gonna hate. Alright, it still looks a bit crazy. That's a-okay. So now, what I like to do next, but you know, do what you want. I take my blending brush. So this is the Sedora Lace EB13. You know, the only reason why I have this brush is because I got it in my first ever Ipsy subscription. So that's where I got this. So what we're gonna do is just gonna blend out here. Just really, you know, not make it look so like I literally just swiped and that was it. But we're gonna blend. Oh, this is a good part in the song. I don't know if y'all can even hear it. So yeah, because I literally still like do all these videos off my iPhone just because it's easier for me to edit, and my computer, I'm still in the middle of it getting updated just for iMovies, just so I can do all the really cool stuff. So anyway, so that is done. So literally I just take this like longer brush, you know, I don't even know, whatever. You just go in, literally what I do is I just go down 2 shades, because from that color I go down 2 shades darker, and I use that color for more of the inner crease right here, and you just put it in. Sorry y'all, this is bad lighting. Didn't really think this through, but what else? You do what you can, especially if you're on a budget. Which I am, because I'm literally using this lamp I got from Target for the back to school thing. So I used it. I'm using it for my desk, but we're using it as a makeup light today. So this is what I'm doing. So after you've done that, you take this thing again. You take the blending brush and you just blend that sucker. You just blend it until you're happy. This is working really good. Okay, cool. So I'm pretty happy where mine is now. What I like to do is I like to put maybe a little bit of highlight in between in my eyes. Now I don't use highlighter, I just use a really, really light shade of eyeshadow. Now this is by Maybelline as well. Can't tell you the shade because I don't really know what it is, because there's no number in the back. So that's the only part that's a little frustrating about this, and I really should know these shade colors because I use them so much, but whatever. So you just put a little on there, dab away. You just go right here in the crease, you know, right there. You do you. Do a little more. Tap, tap. Literally, this video is just reminding me of this girl that went viral, I think on YouTube and Facebook, where she's just like kind of dancing, doing her makeup, and she is just, one, she does her makeup amazing. Like, I wish I could do my makeup like hers. And she is just like taking it as a complete joke, but she's so amazingly funny. And I love that she went and did JWoww's music. She went and did JWoww's makeup. Oh my god, it was flawless. She was so pretty. Anywho's, I think her name was, I can't remember what her name was. Oh well. So next we're gonna do eyeliner, which is probably the scariest part for me because either they turn out perfect or they turn out ugh. So like probably everyone else here thinking. So literally I use the Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner in the shade Trooper. I've fallen in love with this. I will never buy anything else. Love this. So what I do is, I think I learned it from Lauren Conrad or Kat Von D. One of the two. I can't remember. It was probably Lauren Conrad because I did a giant project on her last year. Anyways, so what I'd like to do is you literally just go from the corner of your eye and then you look at the corner of your eyebrow and you just go swoop up. Swoop up. Now what I like to do is I like to do one step at a time on each side just to make sure each time I go it's still pretty even on both sides. That's what I like to do. Some people like to do their one whole eye and then do the other eye. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, see how I just literally just swooped it? You know, wing edge. You gotta get that wing. But yeah, so my friends will understand what I said about that. But yeah, and then you just work from there and work up. And so I'm gonna literally do that. It's okay if your eyeliner is not perfect. It happens. Now, if you have the extra time to go and take off your eyeliner and redo it, that's awesome. But me, I'm always that girl that likes to sleep in and then shows up. I mean, granted, I'm one of the first ones that does show up to class, but I'm usually that girl that will either take a ton of time on my makeup, or if I'm really trying to get to class, I'll just do it and just go with it. So that's what I like to do. Now, I'm not pulling this back. I'm just literally just lightly touching it. Like some people like to use a little sponge to hold it right there so they don't rub up makeup. I personally just don't care. So we're just, now I really have to stretch it out so I can get the product on there. Now I am almost at the end of my eyeliner, so I have to shake it a lot just to really get that color. I won. Now you check back to make sure they're even. Make any last mistakes, you know, because I tend to like, I'll go back to fix the wing and I'm like, oh my god, I messed up. So sometimes what I'll end up doing is I'll just do a double wing, and I know that's kind of like a thing to do too, so I'll just go ahead and do that because I already did it on one side. So alright, so now that our eyeliner is good to go and we're happy with what we have, next what I do is I put on mascara. Now, a lot of people like to put on primer, and I put on primer too. Where did it go? It went somewhere. But yeah, I like to put on primer, and like I said, I know some people don't. Today, I'm going to be putting on the NYX Big and Loud primer. It's alright. I mean, for a cheap primer, it's really not that bad. My favorite is the Clinique one. I just don't have it because I am currently out. This is what I have right now. So we're going to put that on. Make sure not to do too thick of a layer, or else it's really going to hurt you in the end when you put on your mascara. I always find it gets a little bit more clumpy. So I just put on like a low to a medium layer on. Alright, that's on. Like I said, I just do a light layer. Now, the mascara I'm going to use is actually something new that I got. It's called Essence Lash Princess. It actually comes in a 2-pack. There's a daytime lash and then a lash, I think it's a false lash effect mascara. Now, this is technically the nighttime one. There is a daytime lash that they have one. Literally, the only difference is the wand. This is obviously a straight one, pretty standard. The other one is more of a curved, I guess, for more daytime. I don't know. Honestly, they both work pretty much the same for me. So, but hey, it was $8 in Ulta. I can't really complain. So now that we have our primer on, we're just gonna put some mascara on. Now, depending on how bold of an eyeliner you like to do, depends on how much mascara. You know, me, I have really short eyelashes, so I usually put a little bit more. Now, I usually have to work it a lot. I wish I wore falsies. I just had, like, I don't know. I felt like they looked really silly on me. Maybe I just didn't have the right brand, but I don't know. I just don't personally put them on, so. But today I'm just going to put on, you know, not too much mascara, just because I do have a little bit of a thicker eyeliner today. I'm just going to put it like a moderate amount, you know, just to really show that I do have eyelashes. Now, the person I can tell you that has the best lashes is one of my old friends. Her name was Megan. She's actually the one I learned a lot of makeup from. She has the best lashes. She just has such long lashes. She's literally every single time, I always think she's wearing falsies. But yeah, I can't remember what mascara she uses, but I remembered, like, whenever my mascara would dry out and we were about to go out somewhere, I'd always ask her and be like, hey, can I borrow a little bit? And I ended up really liking the mascara she had. I can't remember what it was called. I knew it was by Too Faced. I think it's the Better Than Sex one. I'm pretty sure. And then what I like to do is just put a little underneath here. I don't like putting eyeliner underneath here because it makes my eyes look really small. So I just put a little bit of mascara underneath, and that's it. Not too much. There we go. You know, now you just look back, see what you like so far. My face looks a little shiny just because of this giant light, but that's alright. And I do have some highlighter on, and I know that's what it's supposed to do. So next what we're going to do is put on lipstick. Now I like to use, now where did it go? Let's see. It was just here. Oh, here it is. So I like to use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream and shade Copenhagen. It's literally just this dark super plum color. I love it. It's probably my favorite shade year round, like I said in my previous video. So what I normally do is I'll put on, because you can put on lip primer. I don't own any lip primer, so what I usually do is sometimes is put on chapstick. Now this isn't a super matte drying, so with this I usually don't need to put on a lip primer, but if you use like the ultra matte by like Colourpop or something, or any of Jeffree Star's stuff, I would definitely use a lip primer because I always feel like it really dries out my lips. So this is what we're gonna use. This is what it looks like. I'll show you, I'll swatch it for you. It's literally one layer of it. I usually like to do 2 layers because I like to make it look really dark. So this, I'm gonna put it on. Does anyone ever feel like they have just really weird shaped lips? Sometimes when I put on like lipstick and stuff, I always feel like I have really weird shaped lips. I'll let it like kind of dry just a little bit before I put on another layer. Now this is a time where I kind of go look and just see like, do I want anything more? Maybe a little more eyebrow. Sometimes I think I'll put just a little bit more of contour, or just a little bit more bronze, because like I said, you do you do what you want. People are probably wondering like, ooh, she's probably gonna go somewhere after this, you know. I like to do this side of the nose. Anyway, people are probably like, ooh, she's probably gonna go somewhere after this. Honestly, I'm probably gonna just sit in my bed right there, do my homework, and watch Once Upon a Time at the same time. Such a great night, you know. Alright, now that this is kind of like dried a little bit more, I'm gonna put a little bit more on. Just make it dark. See, that's after 2 layers, and this is where I usually like to leave it, because I feel like if I add any more, it's just gonna like it's gonna be turned into like the 100 layer challenge. But yeah, but this is my everyday look, except for the lip color. Lip color I like to change around, you know, reds, pinks, whatever, oranges, purples, plums, burgundy, you know. But this is my look. This is the typically look that I wear when I do put on makeup. But yeah, this will probably be my look for majority of my fall videos, because like I said, I love this lip color. So, but yeah, you know, I did want to take time to say thank you to everyone that does watch my videos and does like and subscribe to them. I really love you all so much, and you know, I really want to reach out to my friends and say thank you so much for always watching my videos and always sending me so much support. I freaking love you all so much, and please let me know if there's anything you would like me to show in the future, and I'll see you guys next video, okay?